All right, as requested, my night routine. Hey, it's your girl, Twila Cole, aka Sister Cole. And how's my beautiful family doing? All right, you know what I need you to do. I need you to like, share, comment, give me a thumbs up, okay? And I'm going to go back to leaving me a comment because I love to read you guys' comments, okay? So let's get into this video, honey. So I'm about to get into the shower and I am going to be using the Pantene Smooth and Sleek shampoo and conditioner. And I'm also using the Dove. It's for its dryness relief. And it's jojoba oil. And this is a body wash. Okay. And I love how it smells. And it's for dry skin. And like I was telling you guys, because of my lupus, my skin is dry at times. So I like to use this. Okay. So I'm going to get ready to get in the shower. All right, so what I usually do is I just usually put some of the body wash, a nice amount on my rag so that when I go in, I can lather my whole body up with it, okay? Okay, and I'm using the Colgate Optic White to brush my teeth. All right, you guys, so I finished taking my shower. Now I'm getting ready to moisturize my skin. Like, I really have to moisturize my skin because the lupus makes my skin dry, you know. But I want to tell you guys, I have to go back over the Dove that I use, the Dove Dryness Relief jojoba oil, okay? And it is a body wash right here, and I'll list it below. This makes your skin feel so smooth. I mean, it just feels like it lathers up really well. It smells amazing, and it just makes your skin. I mean, when I'm rubbing it, it feels luxurious. It smells good, and it just makes your skin feel so soft, you guys. So if you haven't tried it, you guys should really try it. Guarantee me, you will thank me later. But yeah, it smells good. It smells so good. It says microbiome nutrients. Okay, I don't know what that means. Nutrient something serum. But whatever it is, whatever serum it is, it's given, honey. It is given. It smells so good. So good. All right, all right. All right, so now what I do is, let me take off my glasses here. You guys already know I'm going to take my good old Vaseline and I'm going to rub my face down with the Vaseline, okay? And I do this faithfully every night after bathing because, like I've said, my skin is kind of dry, but this, I love the Vaseline on my face, especially because it really moisturized my skin. You know, like I said, I don't like to use product. I don't use really product on my face, just this. And it does, you know, it does everything for me, for my skin. It does everything that it needs to do. You know what I'm saying? And I know that that's the reason why I don't get like a lot of issues with the skin on my face because, you know, Vaseline is good. The old folks used to use it for everything. I'm telling you, everything. All right, and now I'm going to use some of this Jergens Ultra Healing Lotion, Jergens Extra Healing Lotion, and I'm gonna use that to rub on my toes. So it says it repairs, heals extra dry skin. Okay, 48-hour moisturizer. I like this lotion. My husband bought me this lotion the other day, and because he knows I love lotion and smell goods and stuff like that. So he got me this, and I really like it. I really like how it makes the skin feels. Actually, it goes on smooth. It feels so good. I love it. Let me see. What is it? It says, I'm trying to see if it had this one. This is extra dry skin moisturizer. I'm trying to see what does it smell like. It has a nice smell to it, but I was trying to see if it had a particular smell, but it doesn't really say. It just has vitamin C, E, and B5. Yes. And you guys, it does the body good. I'm telling you. I like it. I'm so glad he bought me this because I can switch up. I can switch up, you guys, from my Vaseline and use this like on the body, you know, and that's because it has a nice little smell to it. So I love my legs and stuff with this, my legs and my arms. All right, so I also use the lotion, the Jergens. I also use that to rub all my body and everything with, you know, everything. The rest of my body, I use that as well. Okay? All right, so another thing that I do before I go to bed is I put on some deodorant, and this is Dove right here. This is the Advanced Care No White Marks. And I do this and I spray this on my arms, under my arms, you guys. Like I told you before, if you watch any of my videos, when I go to bed, I like to smell good because I lay down beside my husband, and you know, he appreciates when I smell good, and I appreciate when I smell good. So I always want to make sure I'm putting on something that smells good, right? So also, after I put on my deodorant. All right, so another thing I do is my Nivea chapstick. I like to use that as well, and just put it on my lips. Okay. I love these because they come in different flavors and stuff like that. It's so good. So I put that on. I also spray a little perfume on as well. This one right here is called Estee Lauder Sensuous Nude. And I use my little testers, all the little testers and stuff that I got. This is what, you know, I use like to spray those on. And like, yo, this smells so good, you guys. It smells absolutely, and I love it. I really love it. Let me tell you, I love like the older perfumes. I feel like they made them so well, you know. I love the smell. That one right there is sexy. That is a sexy smell right there. So I put the perfume on and stuff. Yeah, so those are my smell goods because like I said, I like to smell really, really good, okay? And of course, tie up my head right here. Tie my head up. And that is pretty much the routine. That's pretty much the routine. The only time it will change is if I need to shave. Then that would be added to the routine. And, you know, if I need to shave. I don't really get, you know, hairy under my arms, but I do shave them, but it doesn't really get hairy. But and my woman parts and all of that stuff, that's where, you know, the routine may switch up if I need to shave, right? And yeah, so pretty much that's pretty much the routine, okay? And this is what I will usually wear to bed. Well, for now in the summer months, okay? I'll show you guys. but what I would wear today. All right, and this is what I would wear. Beautiful. Those house dresses. There's another name for it. Can't think of it right now. This is it from the back. This is it. Yep. This is one of the things that I will wear going to bed. It's comfortable. It's free. Yeah. Oh, okay, guys. So I was asked to talk about my diagnosis with lupus and how I cope with it. Okay. Yes, I've been diagnosed with lupus for quite some time now, in my mid to late 30s. Okay. I was devastated when I learned that I had it because, of course, I went through a lot of changes with my body, physically, as well as, visibly as well. Okay. The kind of lupus that I have is discoid lupus. And discoid lupus is the one that it attacks the skin. So it attacks the skin, and also I have like lupus induced arthritis in my legs, in my knees. Okay. And and that's why sometimes, you could tell, like if you really were to watch me really good when I walk, you would be able to tell, that you'll be like, oh, she must be having some type of leg pain or something like that. I get rashes. Well, when I first was diagnosed, I used to get a lot of rashes, but they would just be like in particular places. And one of them is around the bridge of my nose. That is the butterfly rash, and that is like, you would hear when people talk about lupus, you will hear them talk about the butterfly rash that goes across the bridge of the nose, and that's a telltale sign of when people have lupus. Some of us have the butterfly rash, and that's how the butterfly is like the symbol, is a symbol of lupus. But yeah, so that's one. Like sometimes if you see me doing my makeup and stuff like that, if you look real good, you'll be able to see it, right? So that, but it's minor. I used to get a lot of rashes like on the ankle of my leg, especially the left leg on that ankle. So it has scarring to this day. So like if you see me when I'm trying on my shoes and stuff, and you were look at my ankle, you would see the scarring around the ankle. And that when I first got that used to be so annoying because it used to itch. And have you guys ever had that itch where you don't even know where to scratch, and no matter where you scratch, you can't seem to get it? That's how it is like when lupus with me. When I had these different rashes come out, they would just be itching so bad, and it's like I could never satisfy the itch because the itch was coming from the inside, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So when I first was diagnosed, I used to get crazy rashes that would break out, on that ankle, on the nose, okay, and they used to itch so bad, right? At one point, I had like lumps that they were on the inside, and but you could see them. You could see them from the outside, and they were like in different places, okay, under my arms, like different places under my arms, on my legs, in certain places, like lumps. And one thing about lupus, the doctors, it's a disease that they don't really know. Like they're studying it and they've gotten better, but to really say that they really know, they really don't know everything. And each person that has lupus, so many different stuff happens to people, and some of us have the same symptoms and some of us don't, So because and excuse my fan, you guys, but my AC, but I was hot, I couldn't cut it off. So So they don't really have it pinpointed. So when I started having these lumps, they really did. They honestly, they really didn't know what it was. They didn't know what caused it. So what they did is they checked it to see if they were cancerous. And thanks be to God, I give God all the glory that it was not. And eventually they went away. But to be honest, they did not know how to treat it. The only thing they did was to make sure it wasn't cancerous, and that was it. But they didn't hurt or anything. They just popped up all over the place, like lumps. And then they were like movable lumps. So, and of course, hair loss. I have a lot of hair loss. Because it attacked my scalp. That is one place it really attacked. Okay, so with all these different things, and then the arthritis at times, and oh my gosh, when I first was getting the hair loss, it started out. I had little small patches of. It was so crazy, you guys, of soft skin. Like my skin turned so soft, looked like the size of pennies. And I remember once my mother was like combing through my hair, and she was like, "Twila, you got like 3 or 4 bald spots." And at that time, I was like getting braids and stuff, and I was like, "Oh man, they probably did my braids too hard, or whatever the case may be. Probably pulled out my hair not knowing that it was lupus." And so my skin turned like baby soft. I can't explain it. It was like a feeling that I've never felt before with skin. It was weird. And then after it turned real soft and it's like the size of pennies, they burst, and then and then I had sores. Oh my gosh, you guys, I had sores all over my head. It hurt so bad. I can't even explain it. The hurt, the pain. Oh God, I went to this is before I knew that I had lupus. I went to a PCP, primary care physician, and he was like, duh. He didn't, God forgive me, but he didn't know what was going on. I was crying. I was like, I'm in so much pain, and oh my God. So I was the one who had to tell him, please, you got to do something. You got to help me, research it, look and see, So it just, it's just been rough. It has just been rough when I first got it because doctors really didn't know, so I had to really learn myself, learn what helped me and what didn't help me. All the doctors wanted to do was just pump me up with medications, which I was not doing, because the side effects of the medications that they was giving you for lupus, the bad side effects far outweighed what it, far outweighed what they could really do in regards to helping me. So I was like, nope, not doing that. So to be honest with you, I never really was consistent with the medication because, I was not trying to go blind or anything. Because some of the medications was like, you may go blind. And I was like, no, thank you. So, for a while I did take tramadol, prednisone for a while because I was in so much pain because of the arthritis and stuff that when I first got it was really bad. But then after a while, I just stopped taking it because I had gained so much weight, and so regardless, anyway, by the grace of God, I got better, and I stopped taking the tramadol and the prednisone, and just basically tried to just do things on my own, sleeping and drinking water, cut back on some of the bad food and stuff that I was eating, and honestly, I'm much better now. I still have my days, days that I feel so tired and fatigued. I always know when I'm having a flare. Lupus flares when your symptoms become, when your symptoms come to life, so to speak. So, and my symptoms are like, just being very fatigued and tired. Sometimes, how you get those fevers on the inside and you can feel it and you feel really sick. Yeah, so those are what my flares look like, just fatigued and just really extremely tired. And sometimes, the arthritis in my legs and stuff bother me. Not as much anymore, but and my body's extremely stiff. Extremely stiff, you guys. So I'm thinking about going somewhere to where I can get stretched and everything, because I don't know, because of the arthritis and being afraid of falling and stuff like that, and just the way I walk sometimes because of the pain and stuff in the legs. So I've become extremely stiff because my walking is so calculated, because I'm scared I'm gonna fall. So I'm like so stiff. So I'm thinking about going somewhere to get stretched. But yeah, so how do I cope with it? I cope with it by being positive and just really not allowing lupus to take control of me, but me rather being in control of lupus. And that's me deciding that I'm not going to allow this sickness to take over my quality of life. So basically I do everything that I've always done. I don't let it stop me. I don't lay in a pity party and just like, woe is me, this and that. Nah, basically I just live. I live and, and just affirm myself and speak life and pray and believe God, and that's what I do. I don't cripple under it, and just be like, my life is so messed up. I don't do that. I don't believe in that. I just be positive. But it takes a lot, you guys, especially with the hair issue. It takes a lot, always having to buy wigs and always having to, it's just a lot. Going swimming is just not like going swimming. I have to make sure, everything is right, it's intact, the right headgear. It's a lot of work, but you know what? It could be worse. So basically, that's what I do, Always look to see what I need to do, how to improvise, and, like I said, I don't allow lupus to have me, but instead I just do what I have to do, and that's just really how I basically cope with it. That was a good question that someone had asked me, and I'm glad you asked me, and I'm glad to really share, so anyone out there who have a chronic illness, my advice would be is don't allow it to really cripple you in life. Make the modifications that you need to make. Do what makes you happy, and just live life. Never give in and never give up. So yeah, basically that's pretty much what I do. All right, so that's my story for tonight, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And don't forget to give me that thumbs up and leave a comment. And if you guys have any more ideas, let a sister know. Don't forget that you are blessed.